So right here is a great example of how our method of horsemanship works the same way that horse behavior works. You watch these two, they're vying for a little bit of dominance here about who gets to stand the closest to the gate. And notice how neither one wants to move their feet. They're playing kind of these bitey games. Also a good example of why smacking your horse for biting doesn't work, because look, they reach for each other and then it turns into a game of who can get who faster. So if you're swatting at their face, they're just going to learn how to dodge and come back at you. That's what they think you're doing. They think it's a game just like this, comes very naturally to geldings. So watch and let's see who gives up real estate first, who moves whose feet, and see who gets the first little point here in the dominance game. Oh, Borrego. Borrego lost a little bit, but he repositioned. Hasn't quite backed down. Oh, but he goes, that's an awfully big horse. My horse will offer to be dominant, but he is more submissive in nature. He'll back down, before he gets himself hurt, which is why he's such a good teacher with other horses. He's not overly aggressive. He'll play with them. He'll set some boundaries, and he'll take care of himself. So he's neither likely to be super aggressive towards another horse, nor fearful and defensive. Really good example of a well-socialized, pretty confident horse in himself. But I just love to watch interactions like this. You can learn so much about your horse's personality and horse interaction and how they communicate with each other. Now that was interesting. Finn showed a little bit more dominance that time, and he would have gotten a point, but he sort of chickened out at the last minute and spun away, anticipating reprisal from Borrego, and so Borrego got the point on that little interaction. Size really does matter, folks. That is an awfully big 3-year-old. My horse is 16 hands, and Finn just towers over him. My size a horse. Tara, you sure you need a horse that big? Look at Finn. I'm not sure about this. I think Finn is biting at his own stirrup, and I think Borrego has a hold of the top of his tail, and it's goosing him. Oh, little boys with their games. I better go rescue that saddle off of Finn before he decides to roll, but pretty good. I don't anticipate any major scuffles between them in the pasture based on this interaction. Lots of horseplay, but doubt it'll be anything with serious consequences. Just a lot of baby games. Be good for both of them. Borrego doesn't really have anybody to play with him, and Finn needs some practice on how to interact and give to pressure and all of that good stuff. And Borrego can teach him that even better than I can, because it takes a horse to teach a horse sometimes.